Hello, hello, my friends. Happy Saturday. How are you? Thank you for joining. I am here as promised. It is 1 o'clock and it's Saturday, so maybe it's a little bit different for you guys. And as I said before, I am doing this because I felt like the Lord was telling me to do something for you guys. And that's because I love you. And just a little word about love. Okay. I tell you every time that I love you, and I do love you. And real love involves some form of sacrifice, right? We all do it, especially as parents. We're sacrificing, and that shows real love. So my love for you is that I'm not in my workout clothes with no makeup, just hanging around. I have to make sure that I get ready. And if you know me, for like 15 or 20 years, I've been wearing all black, and I'm making an effort to not wear black these last few days just to be a little more cheerful. Hello, darling. How are you? And so I am seriously pushing the limits of my wardrobe, just so you know. So that's a little sacrifice, and then making sure I actually have something to talk to you guys about, something of worth, something of value, because there's a whole lot of stuff going on right now, and people are stressed out. And part of the reason that this is good is that you have something that you know will happen. At 1 o'clock, you can hop on live or you can catch it later. But especially, I have my one daughter is far away, and she is happy that I'm doing this. And we also have the story time at night. Oh, thank you, darling. Thank you, Marianne. Thank you, John. I appreciate it. I do love you guys. And so we've been talking about things that you can do to boost your immune system, because not everyone gets sick, and boosting your immune system is a great way to prevent that. Now, with all the chaos going on, there's a lot of stuff that's out of your control, right? There are so many things you can't control. But what I'm giving you, the advice, the tips, whatever, are things that you can control. They are within your control. One of the most important things you can do for your immune system, which I didn't talk about the first day, is the power of sleep. Sleep is absolutely critical for your brain health and for your body health, for your functioning. And as a mom of 4 and a mother who nursed her babies through the night, I know what chronic sleep deprivation is like. And people might think I'm so sweet now, but if you don't get sleep, you're cranky. I was. You're just right on edge. And with all the stress going on right now, if you pile on top of that lack of sleep, that's a great recipe for an explosive temper or something else going on. Most of us need 6 to 9 hours a night of sleep. And I know that there are some exceptions. I have friends who only sleep for 4 or 5 hours, and I can't relate to that personally. I need like 7 or 8 hours of sleep. I can go on 6, but then I need a nap to make up for the sleep that I'm missing. So it's very important to listen to your body. And at the other extreme, some of the super elite athletes, they will sleep for 12 hours a day. So they'll sleep for like 10 hours at night and then a 2-hour nap. I wrote down some names. Roger Federer will sleep for 10 hours at night and fit in a 2-hour nap. Usain Bolt, we all know him, he will do the same thing, 10 hours of sleep at night and a 2-hour nap. And LeBron James also sleeps for 12 hours. So sleep is critical for your body to recover from all of your stresses, and especially for your brain health. You absolutely need sleep. One of the recommendations I made in that whole list was routine, because right now your routine has been thrown out the window. Some of you may be at home from your jobs. You can't go into work anymore. And a lot of the families have their kids home from school when normally they'd be at school and the parents could do, whatever it is they need to do if they work from home or whatever. Excuse me. So now that you don't have that routine from before, it's very important to create a new routine. Okay, there's going to be a new normal for, from now until, I don't know, at least a month from now. So just get used to that. Accept that, because you can't do anything about that, but you can do something about putting a routine together. And part of that routine, so the segue from sleep is that you should have a normal wake time and then also a regular bedtime. And I know I'm guilty of this. I've been a night owl for years, and I'm really making an effort to get to bed earlier so that I can get up earlier. Your body will function much better if you get up at the same time and go to bed at the same time. Easier said than done, but that is something, for the most part, that is within your control. So regular wake time and sleep time. Schedule. Have a regular schedule. Write it down. Your morning routine should include some quiet time, prayer, meditation, reading a book. You should also be getting exercise, and we talked about that before. If you're not strictly quarantined inside your house, especially now that it is spring, it's officially spring. I thought that today was the first day of spring. And then when I looked it up to make sure, because I don't like to make mistakes. Hey, is that Lynn? Hey, Lynn. And then I found out that actually March 19th was the first day of spring. I thought, March 19th? I have never heard of spring starting on March 19th. And that's because I'm not like 130 years old. The last time that spring, the first day of spring was on March 19th was 1896. So yeah, it's okay that I didn't know that. But anyway, since it's spring, weather should be getting nicer and you can get out and go for a walk. Being in nature and moving your body. It's so important not to just sit around, lie around, binge watching on Netflix. As tempting as that may be, you have got to move your body, get that blood flowing to your brain, flowing through your system, okay? Exercise, very, very important. So have your morning routine, have your exercise, and of course you're going to have your meals, and there are other things, your projects, whatever it is that you want to work on. I mean, now is a great time. If you don't have other commitments, think about, well, what was it that you had wanted to work on? Maybe you wanted to learn a new language, or maybe you wanted to get your garage cleaned out. Whatever it was, now would be a fantastic time to work on that. And as human beings, we do not like change. It really throws a curveball and it puts a stress on us. So we have had a lot of changes in these last couple weeks. And that's why it's even more important than ever It's even more important than ever that you get yourself into a routine as quickly as possible, okay? Because there are things that we can't control. There's so much going on, but you can control, for the most part, you can control your schedule, okay? So sleep, exercise, diet, these are all really important for you to put in your schedule. Write it down, post it, have a family meeting now with the kids not going to school, and maybe both the mom and dad are at home from work. Sit down, have a team meeting, figure it out. Have a schedule. Don't let this time go to waste. You're not going to get it back. Do something with it. Make the most of it. Okay, I'm not saying stick your head in the sand, everything is great. No, but you can choose to look at the negatives of all the things that you can't control, like toilet paper availability, or on the other hand, you can choose to look at all the good. Personally, I've slowed down a lot. I am connecting more with my children, with my friends, checking in on others. And please, if you know someone who is truly stuck at home, isolated by themselves, give them a call, send them a card. Loneliness. Mother Teresa worked with the poor in India with poverty. And when she came to the United States, she saw a different poverty, that poverty of loneliness. We are social creatures. We are meant to connect with one another. And thank God for this amazing technology that across the miles, we can connect with one another and stay in touch. So take advantage. Call them, FaceTime. I mean, it's so awesome to be able to see people and talk to them and see their expressions. And if there are other topics that you would like me to address, or if you have any questions, you can put the questions in the comments, or you can private message me, and I will definitely get back to you. All right. As I always say, I love you, and that's because I do. And we will still have story time tonight at 8 o'clock. We are reading The Magician's Nephew, and tonight will be chapter 4. So maybe I'll see you then. God bless you. Bye-bye.